Hello everybody, welcome to Vinland Saga episode 15, I think we're on? 15 or 16? Around there. Anime review. This week's episode, if you haven't watched the episode yet, leave now because I'm about to spoil the big we had a death! There was a big, important death. I mean, there's death in a lot of episodes, but this was like a main important character death. And it was like, poor. Came a bit out of nowhere, honestly, and I don't quite understand why it happened. I mean, I sort of understand, but not exactly. When we get to it, I'll explain what I'm thinking. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. It was good. I thought, blimmin' hell, we seem to be building towards a big old confrontation soon. The plot thickened at the end. The end was just dropping bombshells everywhere. But yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of mental going on. Anyway. Let's crack on with the episode, see what happened and everything. I might go a bit fast through the opening bit because the second half is where everything is, you know. That's where the meat is. Let's call it that. The rabbit meat, to be specific, because references. Anyway, let's do this. We open up with King Swain basically saying, nah, I can't go help. Canute's got a brother. And I was like, oh, he's got a brother, does he? I wonder if that's going to come into play in the plot at any point. It did a bit later on, but Torkel and friends then destroying a restaurant by just eating everything. The looks on the chef's face, I guess the owner, was just, they were like, ugh, because you know if they said no, they probably wouldn't die, but they'd be greatly annoyed. Then Torkel finds out England's planning on surrendering at the next. They used a bunch of like words I didn't understand. They were like blah 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 blah, and it was like, okay, they're gonna surrender basically. Then a messenger comes in, but we don't get to hear what he says because we've got to go listen to. Well, we go to Askeladd where Ragnar, the prince, and the drunk priest guy, not the pope, different person. Drunk priest guy are all praying. The drunk priest like says he doubts God, and Canute gets really mad at that. He's like, "How dare you? All fathers love their kids," and that causes Thorfinn to reminisce about his dad, and it's like, oh, he's affecting him. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to be like affecting each other. So like Canute will maybe become a little bit more, we'll say confident. I was going to say like he'll kill people, but like maybe he won't go that far. And then Thorfinn will become less of a edgy teenager, you know. But yeah, then while that's going on, back to Torkel and that. So that girl that got away, whose name I didn't remember, she told the messenger, and then the messenger told Torkel, hey, Askeladd attacked us. They're nearby, and then Torkel's like, perfect, let's go and get them. Come back from the break. We didn't have a break. We have Amazon Prime. Hey, come back from the break and Askeladd and his friends are just taking a whiz, which that was pretty funny. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, okay, they're just taking a whiz. Hypothermia, frostbite. You might get one of that. But yeah, they know they've been found, so they have to finish up fixing the carts or whatever doing quickly. Askeladd and Bjorn then say, let's do that thing we talked about. But we don't get to hear what that thing is. I'm like, stop hiding things from me. I want to know. I want to know your secret. Thorfinn caught a rabbit, and then he gets invited by Ragnar to eat with him and Canute. So then they have like rabbit and cabbage stew or something. I forget exactly what they had. Or was it soup? Canute cooked and was like, my dad don't like it when I cook, so it's a secret. And Thorfinn's like, it's fine, dude. Like, whatever. I'll keep it a secret. I don't care. Thorfinn is a bro, basically. Messenger interrupts them. The messenger opened the door. Thorfinn immediately like, shink. Are you a bad guy? No? Okay, my bad. Basically says, hey, we've been found by the enemy. Ragnar's like, god damn it, I want to see Askeladd right now. So Ragnar leaves with the men. Thorfinn stays to protect the prince. Hopefully he doesn't get in any trouble. That would be bad. So in the words of the great Admiral Akbar, it is a trap. Ragnar gets stabbed through the side. I don't know where exactly it was. Abdomen? Abdomen's all of it, right? Yeah, he gets stabbed through the abdomen with a spear. And so yeah, Askeladd ordered this. He was like, we're just following orders. Askeladd wants you dead for some reason. I assume it's so that he gets more direct control of the prince. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Askeladd shows up and Ragnar's like, I have important things to tell you. basically says, hey, swear you'll take over to me, and he's like, yeah, fine, whatever. So then I've written it all down. I think I've written most of it down, so that there's a faction war between the Danes determining who will be the next king. One side is backing Canute, one side is backing the other one. Harold. Is his name Harold? I'll have to check now. Harold, yes. So, although it doesn't really seem to matter that, because the king's decided, from what Ragnar was saying, the king's decided that Harold's going to be the king, and so he was going to get Canute killed. He brought Canute to the battlefield basically to have him die in battle, basically just to end the discussion about who's going to be the king. He was like, well, that's got to be Harold. So it turns out the king is not on Prince Canute's side. So Ragnar tells Askeladd, go to where you're going, Gainsborough, wherever it was. My brother will help you out. So I guess it's like a third faction. So you got like the Danes, the English, and then Prince Canute and Askeladd and that. Because if they get to the king, then they're just going to get Canute killed. But I'm wondering, what is Ragnar got it wrong? Was Canute the one that was going to be the king, and was Harold the one that the king was going to kill? Like, has he flipped it? Probably not. I'm probably just overthinking it, but I mean, I'm not ruling out the possibility. Also, Askeladd denied his final request. He was like, can I see the prince one more time? Askeladd was like, no, that would ruin my plan, and it would, to be fair. Here's the thing I'm wondering: would Askeladd have killed him if he knew this already? Because we know Askeladd wants to use the prince, so obviously he wasn't gonna return him to the king, I assume. So if Ragnar had told Askeladd, hey, the king's not on his side, and I'm on the prince's side, would Askeladd have not killed Ragnar because they want the same thing, sort of? Or would he have killed him anyway? I don't know. I'm just overthinking, as always. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. Mental stuff. We've got 9 episodes left, 9 more weeks, I think. I'm really curious to see where it goes. I'm wondering if, we might... I think what we're going to do is we're going to have, like, fight with Torkel at some point, and then maybe some sort of confrontation with the king. I might just be overthinking that. But also maybe reunion with that guy who's searching for Thorfinn. Maybe Thorfinn will be like, this is who I am now. And he's maybe going to be given the option to go back home, but he's going to be like, no, I've got to stay with Askeladd instead. I don't know. I think I mentioned I've not read the manga. Really curious to see where it's going. It seems to be picking up proper, and that's a good thing. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews on the channel. There's a lot of anime, don't you know? I will see you next week for another episode of this, and bye guys.